I'm dropping books on the floor, don't mind me. Hey everybody, my name is Sam. Welcome back to my channel, and normally I just say that as a formality, but it's been a minute, so some of you might have forgotten who I am. Actually, it's only been like a week. I took last week off from posting, but I feel like it's been way longer because it's been like 2.5 weeks since I filmed a video, which is like pretty wild. So I thought that I would give you guys kind of a little update on what's been going on with me, because things have been like pretty crazy around here. And then I also have a small book haul, so that'll be fun, right? One of the things that happened while I've been not filming is that Megan and Sue from the channel Spinebreakers came up to Milwaukee for a visit, and I got to hang out with them, and it was awesome. It was everything I ever dreamed of. I'll insert a photo of the three of us here. I was really excited to meet them, but they actually brought up some beers from Missouri for me to try. And I was gonna drink one of them in this video, and it has been sitting out, like it was at room temperature, so I was gonna put it in the freezer for a little while to get cold, and then I did that thing where I put it in the freezer and then forgot about it for like an hour or so, and apparently the alcohol content in it was low enough that the hour or so it was in the freezer was too long, and now it's like frozen almost solid. I will not be drinking this Oktoberfest from Mother's Brewing Company in Springfield. Instead, I am drinking a vanilla pumpkin beer from O'Fallon Brewing Company. It's fun. It's a fun time. So that's one of the things that happened. Megan and Sue came to visit. It was really fun. In addition to that, actually while they were in town, remember, I don't know if you guys remember me mentioning a few videos back, it would have been at the beginning of September, mentioning that my car had broken down on the side of the freeway, but it was getting fixed and everything was cool. Well, that was apparently a lie. I was on my way to brunch with my mom, and we were driving down the freeway, and then all of a sudden my car wouldn't accelerate above 20 miles an hour, which was cool. That was not at all alarming. So we pulled off the freeway and into a parking lot, and then my stepdad came and helped us tow my car across the city to the garage that had fixed it the last time, and they informed me that my car was pretty much beyond repair. Like, they could have fixed it, but would have cost like $3,000 or something absurd, and for that I could have a really solid down payment on a car. So that is what I decided to do. I was without a car for about a week and a half, and then last Wednesday we found exactly the car I wanted, and I love it so much, and I'm still trying to think of a name for her. I'm down to 2 choices. They sound very similar, but I like Piper and I like Pepper. I will insert a photo of her here, and you guys can let me know what you think I should name her. She's a 2013 Kia Soul in, I think the color is called Blaze, but it's like a bright tomatoey red. I love it so much. My car dying sucked, but you know, we're moving up in the world, I guess. Something good came out of it. So that was exciting. Got a new car. I met Megan and Sue. They were the first booktubers I met in real life. My husband and I went to a wedding somewhere in there. And this weekend I went to a book sale. Half Price Books was doing their big annual clearance sale that they do around here. They go into one of the buildings on our state fairgrounds. They set up a bunch of tables with all of the clearance from all of their locations, and they just sell everything for super cheap. So I went to that on Saturday, and I got a few things, not a ton. And then yesterday, Sunday, because I'm filming this on Monday, I went to see a production of In the Heights at the Repertory Theater by me, and I was so pumped about that because I have been wanting to see In the Heights for ages. Anyway, so I think that's all the big stuff that's been going on with me lately. Moving on to the haul portion of this video, the first chunk of books I'm going to talk about are actually books that Megan and Sue brought here for me when they came to visit. They found a bunch of old sci-fi at a bookstore near them, and they were like, these look ridiculous, Sam will love them. So they brought me a bag of books, which is pretty fucking cool. So I'm going to share those with you first. But first I'm going to take a drink. My books from Megan and Sue. I don't know a ton about any of these, so I might just list titles. But anyway, this is called The Lomacome Papers, a chilling novel of man's first meeting with alien beings by Herman Wouk? I don't know. But it's, apparently this writer won a Pulitzer, so that's kind of interesting. Even if these books suck, I'll probably enjoy them because that's just how I get about vintage sci-fi. It's like some of it's really, really good and some of it's like really, really out there, and I enjoy them regardless. The next book that they brought is Biblings, which is a ridiculous title, but it's by a woman named Barbara Paul. And I think that one of the main reasons that they got this is because it was written by a woman, and a lot of science fiction, particularly from, you know, like the 50s through the 80s, was just like very, very heavily male dominated. And honestly, still kind of is, but it's getting better now. Next we have Star Mother by Sydney J. Van Schaik. I can't read that name. I've never even heard of this writer, but this cover looks trippy as fuck. The next one I have is The Monadic Universe by George Zabrowski. Look at this cover. Look at this guy. Beautiful. Yeah, I don't know. Next we have The Men Inside, that's what she said, by Barry N. Malzberg. The outcasts of the world invade the darkness of Earth's soul. This cover is fucking disturbing, actually. There's like this guy who's vomiting up blood. It's very weird. It's very weird looking, but I'm gonna read it. And then next we have The General Zapped an Angel by Howard Fast, which is a great title. I like also a great cover that looks exactly like something with that title would look. The last book that Megan and Sue bought me is not a vintage science fiction. It's called The Real Wizard of Oz, The Life and Times of L. Frank Baum, which they bought for me because they know my love of the Land of Oz. Those are all of the books that Megan and Sue brought me. I'm sorry, I know like nothing about most of them because they're like random vintage sci-fi titles. But honestly, a lot of the time that's how I buy my vintage sci-fis, either based on the title or the cover. And it's a little bit of a crapshoot because sometimes you get something really, really awesome and sometimes you get something really, really weird. So we'll see how those go. I'll have to keep you guys posted on them. Next I have the couple books that I bought for myself at the Half Price Books clearance sale. I only bought myself 3 books, and then I also bought a couple CDs and one Judy Garland album on vinyl. But the books that I bought for myself are all, again, science fiction, and I don't know much about these ones either, honestly. This one that I have is Spacer, Window of the Mind by, who wrote this book? John Maddox Roberts. And it's just got like a kind of damsel who looks like she may be in distress on the cover, and this weird looking beast man. And then next I have Neutron Star by Larry Niven, and this is a book of short stories that take place in known space. So this is a collection of 8 stories, and there is like I think 1 for each planet in our solar system. And then the final one that I bought for myself is called A King of Infinite Space by Alan Steele, who is apparently a Hugo Award winning author, which is always exciting. I read the synopsis of this one, or like half of the synopsis of this one, and it looked like it's gonna be sci-fi with some humor mixed in, which is one of my favorite things. The synopsis of this definitely gave me some Hitchhiker's Guide vibes, so I'm very excited to give this a shot. This has been my very, very uninformative, probably entirely useless book haul and a life update. If you liked this video for some reason, though I'm not sure why you would, let me know by giving it a like, comment something, subscribe if you think you might want to see this face again. Have a great day. Bye.